大阪に寄ります。
ハッピーの初大阪はどうだったんでしょう。
ってまっすぐ行っていけるやん。これつけて、ほんまに吉本な。めっちゃ綺麗。
1000 There's only 10.
待ってる。とりあえず桜。I already love 大阪。
ハッピー初大阪。
結構大きいよね。So we definitely had those in Tokyo. There's a lot of them. カラスはね、すごく大きくてうるさくてゴミを食べるし。さあ、私今日はあと1時間半があるから今からちょっと歩いていこうか。あなたが私の思いを全部伝わってほしいのにどうして私の名前を呼んでくれたなんか歌詞が分からへんけどさ、とりあえず歌ってる。So what's really cool about here, Osaka's very real, not pretending to be something that it's not, and it makes me very happy. So let me introduce to you a few things about Japan. For Japan, what you have to do in order to get osake from one of the vending machines, you would have to have your Japanese menkyo. So if I put in my American one, it probably wouldn't work. Menkyo meaning your driver's license. Now there's many other kinds. So another kind that is very interesting here, very normal, is the kind that has cigarettes in it. So for cigarettes, you don't need your menkyo, I believe. What's cool about Japanese ones is that they have different strengths. So these are the really harder ones, and this is like much more normal, much more to Marlboro. And here you've got weak and then weakest. Then there's other ones. These are for like the electric cigarette ones that some people use as well. And then when we go over here, oh, すみません。I gotta be careful. Then from here, what we have is you've got the tsumetai, and then you also have the atsui. For the tsumetai, this means the cold ones, yeah? And then atsui is the hot ones. So here, just like this morning, I had coffee. So these are the coffee that got me through like everything in life. And then karapis. Karapis is definitely my favorite, and which is like a Japanese drink. Yeah, so there's many different kinds of coffee. Like all of this is coffee, and it's all hot as well. I definitely only really have my coffee hot as well. And here's some other ones. So all of these are in a very close setting and in a very like real place as well. Like people live here. So like 7 a.m. on your way to work. Let's keep exploring together. So as we're going down the road, you will notice I am on the left side. I am not on the right side because even though the rest of the world, except for England, is on the right, I am on the left because Japan is on the left. Now, let's look at a little bit of the architecture. So you've got a big supermarket over there called Ramu, which I have not actually been to one of those before. So then let's kind of observe what's happening here. You've got construction, you've got run down houses, you've got new houses, you've got places with history, you've got, oh, it's a little church, huh. And then there's like extremely cute little like very well taken care of places over there. Already we can see that there's a lot of diversity here. Oh, let's go see what a family mart looks like. And now we're able to go and also see these are different. So in Japan, we don't call this green, that is blue. Okay, now we're at a family mart. So from the outside, you can see that you've got like your ATM. So let's see if they'll say anything. Dun, dun, dun. You've got hot water dispensers. And then here, there's definitely much more like the very different kinds of skincare. You can also do printing, and you've got like your newspapers. We also have a lot of stuff in these pouches. Oh yeah, there's a ton of energy drinks in Japan because life takes the energy out of you. And you've got your ocha. Love my ocha. It's oi ocha. There's many different kinds of ocha. Like I can do a video about the different kinds of ocha. Ooh, matcha. Matcha ocha would be my favorite. So also, let's observe. Karapisu. Karapisu is only one kind. It's only the foreigners that are making karapisu in different flavors. Oh, and then also, see, look, you've got the bathroom where the actual bathroom itself and then the sink are separate. So this is interesting. All coffee. It's a heck of a lot of coffee. And then what's also really cool about this is that, so these are all of the cold ones. And also, this is where the hot stuff is. So, これ温かいやつ. Even the ocha is sold as hot. So these are alcohols. I believe these are more of like beers. And then these are going to be your sours. So what is a sour? So sour is more kind of like girly / light kind of alcohol where it's going to have very, very, very low amount of alcohol. So it's very impressive if you get drunk off of these, but they're much more oriented to the flavor of it, which is very nice. Especially for people that don't want to get drunk, but then want to have a little bit of a buzz, I guess. These are very, very appropriate. Yeah, again, more cartons. More uses of, little like cartons and juice boxes. So juice boxes in Japan, it's not that much of a kid thing. Like, it's okay to have a juice box here. Got some meat, some cheeses, some stuff, some salads. Oh, we also have our natto. So look at this. This natto, it's not frozen. It's not sold frozen over here. Then you've got like eggs, you've got cheeseburgers, but look at how pretty this is. And then another thing that you can do here is that you can have them heated up for you, which is very, very convenient. So I remember eating a lot of these back in the day, so I would usually just pick one up because they're very cheap. They're also very filling as well. Then you've got these little like bentos. Got different kinds of food, lots of different kinds of onigiri. This is definitely a favorite. Meron pan. Meron pan is amazing. So the thing with Japanese bread though is that it's very sweet. There's a lot of very like sugary, sweet bread. So you don't really eat it for a meal, you eat it for a snack. Here, what's very nice about Japan is that you don't have big portions of snacks. So even just getting one, it's not going to feel as much because it isn't as much. Like, look at the bars. Like, the bars are very small. So very small portions. Even with these as well, again, very small portions and just very yummy. And then you've got other very practical things. Because what's nice about here is that there's lots of high technology. And then here, masks. What's very nice about masks in Japan is that you can use them for when it's cold outside. You can use them for when you haven't like put on your makeup. You can use them for maybe you don't want to be recognized or you don't want people staring at you because you're a foreigner. Like, that's totally useful as well. And then here's for like medicines and stuff. You've got lots of different kinds of beautiful boys. And you've got like cute girls. So a bunch of different things like meant for many different kinds of people. And they'll also have it so that you can't like open it. Like, you have to buy it in order to read it, which is smart. Then they've got their scary adult stuff. So it says like you have to be older than 18, but then like anybody can see that. And then that's right next to the princesses. And also another thing that I would like to point out is the recycling. So you've got ones with that you can burn, you've got cans, you've got the pet bottles, you've got lots of different kinds of stuff that you can throw away. So recycling is a very big thing here. And then the last thing, just some nice gooey things. There's going to be less kind of a gum culture and more of like a chewy culture and also little mint culture. And then what's cool about here that this means like Chinese style. So Chinese style buns, which is going to then be different than American stuff. This is a fun fact. This is the American dog. So American dog is a corn dog. This is more of going to be Japanese style-ish. So you've got like more of like yakitori kind of items. すみません、後ろ撮ってもいいんですか？ありがとうございます。わあ、かっこいい。
こいつ映してあげてほしい。
あー、お願いします。うい。And then if you see from here, there's so many different kinds of mavis. Mavis is definitely the big one here. There's also the menthol. So menthol is a very big thing here in Japan. There's also American Spirit, lol. So then there's 7 Stars. We've got Winston. What's very cool about here, the reason that you would have this is for giving your money. You put the money here, not directly to them. So you can put the money here and then you give it. And then also even you can useピンって終わる。すみませんが、私は今薬がちょっとなんか探していますが、乗り物酔いに使える。
酔い止めないらしい。
酔い止めないんだ。
コンビニに置いちゃダメな部類なんですよ。
あ
だから
そうなんだ。OK。全然平気。
食べれますか？梅干し。
梅干し。
成分的にはこれ梅干しが。
そうなんや。
今度食べて。
今度絶対食べる。ありがとう。私やば。あと何が買うんだろう。いやメロンパンにしようか。はいはいはい。ほほほメロンパン。ほほほ。今ハワイ出身だけど、ハワイではなんかメロンパンが売ってるけど、やっぱ日本の方が美味しい。全然ちゃうです。カバンに入ってくれるし、大阪だったらみんなほんまに優しいんですよね。
俺が優しい。全然違うよ。西と大阪、その東だと全然違う。
ねえ、やばー。カメラマンありがとうございます。すごく優しくて。オッケー、はい、できました。はい、でこんな感じです。はい、ありがとうございます。やったー。Yep, and that is a family map. So that goes to show one of the konbinis here. So I would love to do a video where I kind of compare the different konbinis and what's different about each one, and then also do different kind of challenges with konbini food as well, which I think is a lot of fun because I know that there are some people that do those kind, and I want to do it too. Yay! They were so nice. So fun fact, in Japan, if it was Tokyo, they would not talk to me so much and then be laughing like while working. That's insane. It's completely different. Totally different culture. It's like night and day. Even they themselves said it. And that is so cool. Like I am so blessed to have this. Like this is so beautiful. And now I want to try my meron pan. Here we go, guys. Got my meron pan. It's been 3 years since I've had meron pan. Now this is still like kombini meron pan, but still, I've never had Osaka meron pan either. Now, what is it like, bruh? Yabai. This is so good. I can't even. It's so fuwa. Like all of the fuwa, bruh. I remember when I would get stressed out, like right before a test or something with school, I would go to the kombini and get meron pan. I think this is pretty interesting. Oh, it's written in like all of the languages too. The main language is Japanese, and like Korean, Chinese, and English. Designated disaster evacuation sites. I don't really remember people hanging their clothes from Tokyo. This is what the parking places look like. They're very, very small. And or just like a few little places to park here. And you have to pay it by hour or by until the end of the night or for 24 hours. It's very, very cheap though. Oh yeah, those are the political stands kind of thing. Oh look, somebody's using the telephone. It's interesting because you have a unique mix of high-tech, advanced culture, and traditional culture. 美味しかった。
外人さんやみたいな感じでしたね。
そうなんや。
もの珍しいから。最近でこそ観光客が増えたから。
あ、確かに。
そうでもないけど、前なんかもっと珍しいから。勝手に引き出し上げて勝手に使ったらいいからね。
へー、優しすぎますよ。
全然大丈夫やで。
おばあちゃんのファッションが大好きです。
でもおばあちゃん今日。
この近く回ってて。
こっち行った？
うん、こっちも行きました。はい、チャリで、はい、自転車で。はい、それすごく楽しかったんです。
これちょっとまっすぐ行ったら大正区って。また今度。ちょっとまっすぐ行ったら大阪ドームっていうか結構野球場コンサートとかのやからしてるところに。
うちもに行ってみたいんです。
でこれをまっすぐ行ったら、
はい、
天王寺。
あ、天王寺が
通天閣が見える。
通天閣。
グリッドの前のグリッド。ちょーっとね。
目を。ちょうど待っていた。ちょうど待っていた。